Hello everyone, my name is Fita Wahyuningsih, but please call me Fi. I'm an English department student at Lampung University, batch 24. Today we will learning about the concept of morphology and also morphological process. Morphology is a branch of microlinguistics.
Morphology. What is morphology? Morphology is the study of the structure of words. A word can consist of one or two morphemes. A morpheme is the smallest linguistic unit that conveys meaning regularly across the words. Why morpheme is the smallest linguistic unit? Because a morpheme is cannot divided further. Okay. For examples, unpopular, and popular. Unpopular is consists of two morphemes. And the second is happy. Happy, one morpheme, because this word cannot be divided further. The next, a morpheme can be a root or stem or an affix. A morpheme also can be free, can stand alone as an independent word, or bound, cannot stand alone. For examples, first, unpopular. Unpopular have two morphemes, and popular. An is an prefix and a bound morpheme, but because an cannot stand alone. Meanwhile, popular is a root and free morpheme because this word can stand alone without affix. And the second example is shorten. Shorten have two morphemes, short and n. Short is a root and free morphemes because that short can stand alone as independent words without affix. Meanwhile, n is a suffix and bound morpheme because this word cannot stand alone. The next we will learn about derivational morphology and inflectional morphology. Derivation is concerned with the way morphemes are connected to existing lexical form as affix. Derivation have several characteristics. The first is create a new word, the second, change category of a word, and the third, change the meaning of a word. The suffix full and less. It changes noun to adjective. For example, beauty is a noun to beautiful as an adjective. And then the suffix in. It changes verb to noun or gerund. For example, write is a verb to writing is a noun or gerund. The next is the suffix ly. It changes adjective to adverb. For example, quick to quickly. Quick is an adjective and quickly is an adverb. The suffix er. It changes verb to noun. For example, teach to teacher. Teach is a verb and teacher is a noun. Next, inflectional morphology. It adapts existing words so that they function effectively in sentences without changing the category of the base morpheme. There are some categories of inflectional suffix. First, verb inflectional suffix. The suffix s marker for the third person in the simple present tense. For example, work, to he works or she works. And then the suffix "ed" and the suffix "on" add some regular verbs for marking of the past participle and the perfect aspect. For example, study, verb 1, studied, verb 2, and studied, verb 3, or eat, verb 1, ate, verb 2, and eaten, verb 3. The second is non-inflectional suffix. The suffix "ing" as present participle, gerund, and continuous aspect marker, like eating or studying. And then the suffix "s" as plural of nouns marker, like apple, one apple, but apples, more than one apple. And the suffix "s" as a possessive marker, like Laura's store, or Laura's book, or my mother's book, and something like that. And the third, adjective inflectional suffix. The suffix "r" as comparative marker, quick, quicker. The suffix "s" a superlative marker, for example, hike to highest, or big to biggest. And last, we will learn about morphological processes. Morphological processes are how a word is formed. Here are some processes that we will learn. The first, affixation. Affixation is adding a bond morphemes to a root word. For example, Kate. Kate is a root word, and the suffix "s" is a bond morpheme. Then unhappy. The prefix "and" is a bond morpheme, and happy is a root word. And the third, reduplication. Reduplication is repeating all or part of a word to create a new form. For example, bye-bye, walkie-talkie, or zigzag. And the fourth is conversion or zero derivation. It's change the word class without adding any affix. For example, book is a noun and book is a verb. The fifth is clipping. Clipping is shortening a word by deleting part of it. For example, brother to bro, or telephone to phone. The next process is blending. Blending is combining parts of two or more words to form a new word. For example is vlog and Spanish. Vlog from video blog and Spanish from Spanish English. Next, acronym and initialism. Acronyms is words from the initial letters of a phrase and pronounced as a word. For example, NASA and FOMO. Initialism is also a word that formed from initial letters, but each letter is pronounced separately. For example, FBI or CIA, something like that. And the next is suppletion. Suppletion is the process where irregular forms of a word are created from completely different roots, or a word that changes very differently from the original word. For example, go, went, gone, or good, better, best. That's all.
Alright, I think that's all I can explain. Hopefully this can help you to understand the concept of morphology and also morphological process. Before closing this video, I will give you some questions. Please answer and write in the comments. Thank you for attending and have a great day.